Well, hey everyone, welcome back to what is this thing? Oh, I made this little stand out of cardboard. That way I can put items on it for my videos. I don't have to hand hold it, and the camera seems to hold the focus better. It doesn't go in and out. And graduated in centimeters. Yes, centimeters. I'm an American and I used centimeters. Oh, but anyway, get something for the camera to focus on, I think, and it helps lock the focus. And I should be able to tilt this down a little closer. There we go. That's good. Well, so on the bench today is a little MP3 player board. And we'll do all the tests. And we'll check this thing out, see what it sounds like. But as far as the features go, it has a USB port, so you can plug in your thumb drives. It has a micro SD slot. A USB connector, one of those micro ones for power. Has 2 through holes, so you can solder up your own wires for power. This thing runs on 5 volts. It also runs down to 3.7 volts, it says. However, some USB memory sticks will not support lower voltages than your standard 5 volts. So you might check with your memory stick if you're going to run it off of batteries or something like that. Anyway, over here we have 4 control buttons, a 1/8 inch or 3mm headphone jack. And this board does have a built-in audio amplifier for driving a speaker. It's just mono, it's not stereo. And we'll hook it up and see what it sounds like. Now before I hook this up, here's a quick look at the information that came with it. Just pause if you want to stop and read any of this. Instructions for the button operation. Okay, I've connected it up to a speaker, powered up with this 5-volt power supply, and plug it in here. And you heard a little pop, and there's a red LED indicator. So I used my very old, look at the size of this thing. This is like 15 years old probably. Plug this memory stick in. And it says it should start playing. Well, it sounds just fine, no issues, has good bass. It has this little amplifier chip on it, and it's, like I said before, it's single channel. But what they do here, they don't combine the channels, they just take the left channel signal only and send it out to the speaker. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. If you listen to older music where they pan a lot of the instruments totally to the left or right, it might make the music sound pretty weird, having just one channel. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing in that respect. But the buttons here, so I can get them closer. Probably should bring my little stand. Otherwise the camera's going to refuse to focus. Do it the Big Clive method. Not pause the video, just set everything up as I'm going. Well, this button here is the previous. If you press and hold, it's the volume down. This is the next, or press and hold for volume up. This is a play pause button, and also it selects between devices here, memory devices. If you have both slots occupied, you can select between them. And this is the repeat mode. It'll just repeat one song or just cycle through the entire catalog of songs that's on the memory device. I did try some headphones. I had these regular Sony Walkman type and my nicer Sennheisers. It could not drive them very loud at all in either case. Lack of bass. It's just, I think this chip here is not meant for driving headphones. It's really a line out type jack you want to connect to an amplifier. So pretty much fail for using it strictly with headphones. It's very, like I say, it's very quiet and no bass at all. I looked up these chips. The main chip there is a GPD 2856C. This little chip has all the logic to interface with the memory devices. While it's not utilized here, it will interface with a FM radio chip. And of course it has the audio outputs. This device here is a 8002A. It's actually a Class AB single channel amplifier. And of course that drives the speaker. It'll put out around 1.5 watts into a 4 ohm load with a 5 volt supply. So it gives you reasonable power. A downside of this little board is it does not read WAV files, so I can't run my tests. I guess I could convert them into MP3s, but it might skew the test somewhat. So what's my verdict on this little MP3 player board? Well, I wouldn't give it a total thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's kind of a thumbs sideways. It does have limitations. For the money, it does play MP3 files just fine. But you can't really use it directly with headphones. It does have a speaker output, but it's only on the left channel, so that's kind of silly, if you ask me. And not having a display to see, your files or folders, you just have to navigate with buttons, so you probably just want to put all your files in the root folder on the memory device and play through them that way. Well, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Snickers, that's my water.